So these days I think loneliness is extremely common, also a lot in young people, and I think that really has to do something with the internet, with social media, because I think in the past, when I was young and before that, before the internet really became incredibly popular, I think it was a lot more common to hang out with people in real life, because now you can do it online, and people hang out a lot less in real life, and I think a lot more people are lonely than ever because of that reason. And today I want to talk about how to deal with that, because it basically comes down to, it's quite simple, honestly. When you're lonely, you're usually also thinking about your loneliness a lot, about what you lack. And I've already made a video about desire is suffering, about the fundamental things to be fulfillment, to be fulfilled, to live a fulfilled life. And it also comes down to desire is suffering thing again. It comes back to that again, because when you are lonely, it's usually because you are focusing on your loneliness, because you are focusing on what you lack. You wish for a partner perhaps, or perhaps just a good connection with someone. And I think the way to deal with it is to not focus on that, but to focus on staying busy, and to focus on what you can do and what you do have. So instead of, for example, looking online at people just in general you would like to have connections with, for example, instead of doing that, just focusing on your work or your hobbies or your own improvement, because staying busy usually keeps your mind out of a sad state. It's very important not to self-pity, because if you self-pity, your negative thoughts usually just become stronger or more frequent. And so that's why I think the best solution, or the easiest solution, and which really works, is just to stay busy, to not self-pity, and to keep just focusing on yourself, on bettering yourself. And also, for example, not to listen to sad music, because I know that when you're self-pitying, for example, and you listen to sad music, that can really make you even make those negative thoughts occur more frequent and more intensely. But for some people it gives a kind of catharsis when they listen to sad music. So I guess there's always differences in that, and I guess it can sometimes be catharsis. So but do not wallow in despair, do not wallow in that self-pity state, because that can happen when you keep having these thoughts, keep listening to sad music, keep being in a state. It's important to focus on what you can do, to stay busy, and to try to have positive thoughts and a positive outlook, a healthy attitude. That's the most important thing. And so focus on your blessings, focus on what you can do. Do not focus on what you don't have. Do not focus on wanting connections. Do not focus on the people you would like to have more connection with, or if you do have these people in real life that you'd like to have a connection, you have the options to do something about it. Obviously you can do that if it's in your control, but usually when we're lonely or when we have these negative thoughts, it's something about that's not really in our control, something we desire. But yeah, that's the most important thing. Just don't focus on the negative things, don't focus on the desires you can't have right now. Focus on what you can do, and try to be the best person you can be, and that purpose will keep you afloat, and will keep you moving forward. That's my advice today, and I wonder if you agree with it or not. And if you have something to add, please let me know, and thank you for watching.